Alright, so I touched base with this a little bit last game. This is what I usually use, 35, 40, 45. We're going to go ahead. This video is going to be about the SAP. This is also my personal setup that I use. Not sure if you really need the extended, but you could use something else like a grip in place of that. I don't know. This just takes away camera shake, which I'm not honestly sure if you need to take away camera shake, but that's just what I've used, and that's what I like to use on it. So, that being said, this map is a bit close range, so we'll go ahead and try it out. Basically what this does, and I talked about this in the last video. No way, we're about to get a quad feed right off the start. Oh my gosh, bro, we got a quad feed right off the start. No way that happened. You know what, I'll take it happily. But if that doesn't just show you how good this setup is, or whatever you want to call that, I don't know what will. So I actually got a quad feed last video too, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just playing casual and I just keep getting quad feeds and... Right there's the FPS drops again. I don't know why that keeps happening. Still dropping quite a bit. It's weird. Bro, I'm at like 20 frames right now. Literally. That's 13 at the top right. Like, what? I don't understand. It's so weird. Like, my CPU isn't even maxing out. Oh, one sec, we gotta pop up. Hang on, let me try something really quick. Just go ahead and do this. See what that does. Really changes the camo, I know that much. I forgot about that little thing. It just makes it shinier, but it loses the color. But yeah, so like what this setup does with the SAPs, you pretty much lose your long range capability. It basically is just a close range monster. That's why like you want to use it on a map like this, or the scrapyard map or something else. But yeah, this setup I use this is my personal setup that I created, and I use it all the time. Bro, no way, another quad feed. Did we? I don't know if I actually got it, but I think that might have been another quad. I could be wrong though. Probably wrong. I don't think I actually got it. Let's just put it at like there. If I had my other setup though, like the default mag, you would definitely have gotten a. It just is so good at long range. Like I can't even express how. Like words don't tell you how good it is until you try it. Like compared to an M4 though, it's still like pretty close. I mean, the M4 is really good at long range. M4 has pretty much like no recoil with my setup that I posted. You know, I just. Like, the M4 is just, like, in every game, so it's like, I've used it for so long, just through, like, gaming in general, that I don't really want to use the M4 anymore. Just because it's, like, that's what makes it fun. But the PP2K, I don't know if does anybody know any other games where the PP2K is actually as good as it is in this game? Because I really don't know. Almost another quad again. If there was actually a fourth guy there, we would have got a quad, guaranteed. But yeah, I don't know any other games. So like Modern Warfare 2, the PP2K was a secondary and it was not that sick. It wasn't like the worst weapon in the game, but it wasn't that good either. And I'm not totally sure what other games actually feature the PP2K. Really, I don't think any that I know of personally. So like that range right there, that's a little bit far for the SAP. Now when he pushes us though, you know, we get it's essentially free at close range like that. Like if they push you like that, like it's almost guaranteed if you're using the SAP. As long as you can aim, of course. If you can't aim, well then I can't help you. I personally still, after this video, I'll still use the regular setup that I use, which is just the default mags. Not the SAP. I just think it's better over... What? I just think that the default is better overall. And it fits my personal playstyle more because I like to just be able to engage at all ranges. I'm not really a fan of like having to be at close range. Just because a lot of people in this game camp or use snipers, and that kind of eliminates your ability to take them out. Like, you know, for example, something like that. That guy wasn't camping and he wasn't that far, but... Bro, come on. If I use the DSR like that, I always just... If you've seen my DSR videos, I always just get hit markers constantly. But I always get one shot every time. And none of those that guy did on me were headshots. Not a single one. Quad feed? They took my quad feed. Sumo's got 3 quad feeds in this video. Very interesting. Everything just has to properly align. Wait, what? Everything just has to properly align to get a quad feed. Also, I'm not totally sure what's the graphics set. So I used to play it at max. I guess we'll just leave it where it is. I don't personally notice any difference. I don't even know what the higher graphics settings do. I just know that like if you have the graphics settings super low, I just know that it just like disables all textures. But even like one tick above the lowest setting will still pretty much, to me anyway, look exactly like the rest of the graphics settings. But this map doesn't have like the moon. Maybe it does. Okay, yes, so let's see real quick. Yeah, that still looks good enough to me, man. Like, I can't really tell the difference. Ramp it back up to the max really quick. Oh, there we go. So the water detail. And then that adds more detail. Okay. I mean, I'll play at max then. Screw it. I actually didn't even notice that, but yeah. Now that I see the difference, that's actually pretty solid. It's the time, 8 minutes, okay. 4.3 KD again. My KD has really been going up. A couple of, like, maybe 2 weeks ago, I was running at around 1.28 KD. And now, like, every 4 or 5 games, I've been seeing it go up, like, 0.01. But yeah, now it's at 1.46. I don't give a crap what my KD is. Like, I know I'm better than the average player at this game. I always do at least, like, a 2 KD. When I first started playing this game, though, my KD was terrible. Like, I would only get, like, 1 KD at best. And I was going, like, -20. Like, my KD was, like, 0.5 or 0.3. Like, every game. I don't understand why I had such... I don't understand why every time I play any new game like that, I always have quite a bit of difficulty. Because really all this game is just running around, aim, left mouse. Like, right, it's your typical FPS. This guy's gonna push me 1000%. But yeah, whenever I play a new game like that, like my brain just can't comprehend like the movement, the aiming, whatever. And yeah. So my KD is really just so low because of when I first started. Oh, I thought I disabled my mic there. Okay. It's so weird how that works. I have a mute mic hotkey, so you can't always hear my mouse clicks or keyboard clicks, but for some reason I have a Razer keyboard, so for some reason Razer always has me update, and I always click keep me signed in, but it logs me out for no reason. And then shipyard, 100%. This is the map I should have used the SAP on. Anyways, I guess we'll stop the VOD there. We're at 11 minutes.